What is going on, guys? Welcome to the Daily Social Podcast where you learn how to be successful on social media and in business. Let's jump right into the episode, guys. What is going on, guys? Welcome to the show. My name is Chad, and if you guys are new to the show, make sure you guys click that subscribe button and notify your friends about this show. Now, I want to talk to you guys a little bit about how you can build your business and your personal brand at the same time while being consistent on social media. Now, when it comes to, building your business, building your brand, you have to stay consistent on all aspects of your brand, whether it's the physical aspect of it, selling t-shirts, selling products, doing the actual service of the business, and it has an effect on the social aspect part of it, where you can drive traffic to your website, drive customers to your podcast, drive customers to your products, your services, your podcast, your website. It will help you drive sales, and a lot of times most content creators don't do this. They always want to sell, and it doesn't really work out for many people. When it comes to building a business, you have to start from the ground and build and work your way up. It takes months, years, decades, sometimes even careers. So it all depends on the speed at which you build your personal brand, build your business, work on that content creation, work on that book, work on that, on that presentation, work on that course that you've always wanting to create for your audience, or that podcast that you've always wanted to put out for a long time. And it's all about content, repetition, and being consistent. So, and this is one of the things I talked about in episode 42, why perspective is important in business and in life. And now in this episode here, where I'm talking to you guys now, I'm saying why consistency is important in business. And you have to have those building blocks. You have to have that step, keep that step, and then another step and another step. So it's basically a step ladder that you are walking up, or stairs that you're climbing to get to your goal. And a lot of times I see content creators fail at this. They put one brick down and then they put another brick down, so they have success. So they keep putting the building blocks, so it's fail, and then they hit success, and then they're like, whew, I made it. That was because of your persistence and your creativity and your consistency and your perseverance to get through those failures and get to where you're at today. So it takes months, years, decades with being a content creator. And a lot of times I've spoke about this in my last episode, why perspective is important. And it totally ties in with this episode. So you have to have that consistency, that perspective, and the the drive to do what you have to do, and be consistent in your business and your brand. And you have to have those building blocks to say, well, hey, we want to do X, Y, and Z, and then get right to it and start the process of you know, working towards that goal. And it's always good to, enjoy that process while you're doing the work. And while you're doing the work, you get to enjoy the process of you getting to your goal. But I heard from a content creator of mine and a friend of mine, he's struggling with, content creation. And, I said, hey, what can I do to help? And, he said, I'm struggling with XYZ. All right. And I gave him, the solution and the execution method of how to, do this particular thing that he was struggling with. And, it helped him a lot. And, it definitely opened his eyes and, changed his perspective on, his content creation game and his aspect of, him being a content creator and him as a person. So it really, really does, affect people. So consistency, perspective, and all of these things, will help you be a successful, content creator, business owner, and, overall human in general. So it all ties in with, the mindset of being consistent and, putting in the work every day. You just don't do it one day and then say, hey, I'm done with this, and, it doesn't work. You have to, say for instance, you go to the gym, you do dumbbells one day and you want to get bigger muscle. You do dumbbells one day and you aren't seeing the expected result that you want, and you just say, well, I give up on this. If you just do it one day, you're not going to see the results that you would expect. You have to put in the work consistently, and in order for you to get the big muscles, the big traps, and all these kinds of things. So that's what business perspective and being in business is about. Being consistent, having that perspective, having failure after failure after failure. That way you can have those stepping stones of failure to get to get to that prize, the main trophy, the aspirations, the accolades that you want. And it definitely helps you in the long run, and you get to have all of the glitz and glamour afterwards. So it is very important for you guys to remember that perspective, consistency, and marketing yourself counts in the entrepreneurship space and in the game of life. If you want to be successful in any field, in any career, or in any aspect of life in general, or in business, or whatever you see yourself getting into. Hey guys, I just want to thank you guys for listening to the Daily Social Podcast. Please leave a review on Apple Podcasts or wherever you guys get your podcasts, and please subscribe to the show if you haven't done so already. I hope to see you guys on the next episode of the show.